Hello and welcome back to the Final Whistle, brought to you by the Rugby Connection podcast. Now, they always say that you're only as good as your last game. Well, our next guest finished on a high, 3-time Rugby World Cup champion, 1-time Sevens Rugby World Cup champion. She is the most capped Black Fern in history with 68, 2015 Player of the Year, Kendra Cocksedge. Kendra, thank you so much for coming on. How are you getting on?
Yeah, thanks for having me. Yeah, really good. Just trying to, I guess, ground myself after being on cloud nine the last couple of weeks. No, it's been really enjoyable.
Now, you can stay on cloud nine for as long as you want, trust me. First question that we always ask our guests, just to get the ball rolling, what actually got you into rugby right at the very start?
So we're going back a fair few years now. But yeah, I was 4 years old when I started playing rugby, and I was into a lot of sport, like as much sport as you can at 4 years old. But the reason I got into it was because I was doing a bit of tap dancing with my twin sister, and I was very high energy, annoying my twin sister and the teacher in tap dancing classes. And so mum was like, all right, you're annoying your sister, you're annoying the teacher, we're gonna, ship you off. You're basically not coming back next week. And then that following week, I went along with my family friend Matthew to a rugby training, and then picked up a rugby ball. It's kind of a random way to get into it, but picked up a ball and just never looked back.
I love that, and it actually explains you as a player, because you are very quick on your feet and agile, and you can thank tap dancing for that. So there you go.
Yeah. Well, maybe you wouldn't want to see me tap dancing now, but it might have helped. It might have helped a little bit with the footwork.
There you go. You did play another sport, because a lot of the fan questions or guest host questions have been based on your other sport before rugby or during rugby as well. So my mum has chucked a question in. This is our first time chucking a question in. We've done the pod for about 2 years, but you're her first question. She was like, she's asking, was there a pivotal moment that made you concentrate more on rugby compared to cricket?
Yeah, and that's a good question, right? Like I went down to I'm from the North Island, Taranaki, and moved down to Christchurch to study at Lincoln University because of a cricket scholarship, and then I also played rugby. So I was on this cricket scholarship, doing all this training for cricket, winter training. At the same time, on the side, I was playing rugby. I played rugby, obviously, since 4 years old, all through school. And I wasn't going to stop because I just absolutely love the game. And then that year, I made the New Zealand A cricket team, and then the Black Ferns. Well, Canterbury Farah Cup team first, and then the Black Ferns. So that was a pivotal moment of where I had to make a decision, because I wasn't going to be able to represent both, because cricket was kind of all year round, because you had to do winter training and all that kind of stuff. And then with rugby, there's always that off-season training. So what I guess helped me make that decision was based around, like, I'd played women's cricket from the age of 15 and played for the Central District Hinds, and just right at that point, I had just, I think just an 80-minute game over a 6-hour game of cricket, or 3 hours out on the field and maybe get a bit of a bowl. And I absolutely love fielding or batting in the mid order. Rugby just was at the forefront, and I kind of think back now and I'm like, I think I made the right decision.
Yes, you definitely made the right decision. One of my co-hosts, Harv, again, he's sticking to the cricket theme. This has become a constant theme throughout so far, and I do apologise for that. I tried to avoid cricket.
No, it's fine.
I'm not a cricket fan, but everyone else insisted. So Harv asked, 1, would you return to cricket? And 2, he says give up, but I'm going to say trade. Would you trade in your Rugby World Cup medals for Cricket World Cup medals?
The first one, if I went back to cricket, it would just be at a real social capacity. I thought about, there's a one stage in there, I was like, oh, maybe I should do rugby and then flick over to cricket and try and do a Cricket World Cup. But it wasn't about that for me. For me, it was about enjoying what I was doing, and rugby at that point, I was really enjoying that. And so for me, if I went back to cricket, it'll just be at a social capacity. I've had multiple messages since announcing my retirement asking if I'll go back to the game and whatnot. And but I'll support it where I can, and play a bit, might have a bit of fun with it and play social 2020 cricket or fill in every now and then. And then the other question, what was the other question? Sorry.
Would you trade in your World Cup
medal?
medal?
No, I would say no currently.
There you go.
I know that the White Ferns in the Cricket World Cup was here in New Zealand this year, but I would not. I wouldn't trade my Rugby World Cups for a Cricket World Cup medal.
There you go. I love that. Anja, another one of our co-hosts, she does our women's show every fortnight. She's asked, could you sum up your rugby career in 3 words?
Oh, that's a great question you got there, Murray. Well, they've got a great question, sorry. Probably love. I've just absolutely loved every time, every moment. I mean, there's times where there's struggles and it's challenging, but love of the game. I'm gonna separate my 3 words rather than connecting them. Love of the game. Probably another word would be around inspiring. It's massive for me as part of my legacy was inspire the next generation. And then the other one would be just probably empowering women, I guess, and that's what we tie into 2 words, but not just women, but anyone in sport, and most of the women in sport, but it's probably around empowering women, love for the game, and then oh my god, my brain's gone to mush. It's been a long day. What was the other one I said? I'm testing you here now.
Loving. Inspiring and empowering.
Oh, and empowering. Yeah.
Nice,
love it.
And I actually love the word you chose because this kind of pushes me on to my next question. Have you got any advice for young women wanting to get into play rugby?
Yeah, I mean, I get asked that question a lot, and for me it was if you ever get an opportunity, take it with both hands because it might only ever come once. So I have that bit of advice, and then the second piece is around don't let anyone say that you can't. I grew up playing with the boys, and I had multiple parents and coaches say that I can't play and I can't play with the boys, but I always found a way. I found a way to do that, and my parents backed me to do that, and there was one time when a coach said to me I couldn't play, and I was the same position as his son. So I just found a way. I just dropped down a grade for a year and played in that grade because I wasn't going to let anyone say that I couldn't play it when I had the support from my family. So that's probably the biggest advice I would give, and just absolutely enjoy what you do. And I went through a bit of a stage of not really enjoying the game so much, probably about during probably just after COVID, and I took about 6 months off club footy, and that was because I had to get I'm not gonna say I fell out of love with it, but just get that love back for the game and just enjoy what I do. And I did that by going back to watch junior club rugby and women's club rugby to make me realise why I was playing the game. And that was a pivotal moment for me. I probably wouldn't have played in the World Cup that I just played in.
That's crazy, that. And just to put it out there, just to prove your point, the coach's son that was obviously getting picked because Daddy's favourite. How many World Cups does he have?
Yeah, that's a good point. As someone said that to me today, it was probably a pivotal moment in my life. To where I've got to, and it's and yeah, he doesn't have a World Cup. He's still back up at home in Taranaki, and he's got a beautiful family and whatnot now. But he didn't play for rugby for very long after that. So yeah, I'm 3 up on him. 4 World Cups, but three winning ones.
4. You got a sevens one as well. 4 World
Cups.
Yeah,
the sevens one. I was the sevens one was just part of actually the World Series. It's incorrect on there. So just part of the World Series that the Black Fern Sevens won in 2013 because the World Cup was actually
Your information blind then.
No, it's not your fault. A lot of people were saying that, but it's just I was part of the World Series because obviously with sevens you play lots of World Series, and it leads into winning that. And I was part of that team because I went to Houston and was with the sevens in 2013.
I'll still count it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
And you've got a player of the year as well.
Yeah.
So you're just ticking all the boxes ahead of him. Got a question from the black jersey, and it kind of folds into a question I've got as well. So I'll kind of chuck them both at you at the same time. So his question is, will you move into coaching? And my question is, what's next for Kendra?
Yeah, so I guess for me, what's next is I'm currently kind of working through that at the moment. So first of all, I go back into my job in New Zealand Rugby. Obviously with the Black Ferns, we've worked and trained up until this year when we could afford to go full time for the year. So I took a year off my job, and I was lucky enough to filter back into my job, which I'll do on Thursday this week. Personal choice. I kind of just want to get back into and get my feet under the desk and live the real life, I guess, of working full time in the rugby space, which I'm actually really excited about. And then second of all, I am really keen to give back in a coaching aspect. Not quite sure how that looks yet. This year probably we just found a little bit of skills and drills delivery. And then, like after a year off, I'll look at wanting to get back in coaching a team. But I think the best thing for me right now is probably take a break away from it, because if I went straight into coaching, that team would end up getting the brunt of it. So it's probably a smart decision just to I guess work in my job and give that all the effort that I can, and then look at making decisions around coaching after that. But I'm also keen to, in the old club footy down here, is pick up a whistle on the weekend and just go do an under 13s or under 11s or something game, just to go and share the love, but nothing too, formal or structured.
I love how much you love the game. This is
I actually do. Like, I don't think people realise how much I actually love it.
I'm the same. Like, I can talk about rugby. Rugby's religious to me, and that's the way I could put it. I will watch highlights, full games, people breaking down games. I do podcasts on it. I interview top class players.
That's why you do a podcast, mate. That's why you're doing a podcast.
That's exactly why I do it, just because somebody needs to hear me talk about rugby.
Nice. We might be here till midnight, then we might need to put a time limit on it.
Yeah, exactly. I don't put time limits on conversation because it's natural. You don't know what I'm asking you. I don't know your answers. It's not been agreed 3 days prior. I don't like stuff like that.
Yeah.
None of the questions I have are hard. Well, I wouldn't think they're hard. It's just, if I catch you off guard, I like seeing your natural reaction as well. Because I know that it shows that you generally don't have a clue what I'm about to say next.
Yeah, and I'll tell you that if that's the case too. I'll be like,
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Yeah.
If I've put one that's too far, you could just be like, no comment, or Yeah.
No, so it is.
Now, you've played with some of the best players on the planet. Who is your dream halfback partner? You can pick two, so you get one for the present day and one for the past. But you're starting at scrum half, obviously.
Oh, I'm going to take one from the male game.
Okay.
Oh, I've got two from the male game. That's all right, though, I guess. I'm going to take, can I take three? I'm going to take three. Well, I'll take two. So, first of all, I love George Gregan.
Okay.
I love George Gregan. Played for, obviously, Wallabies. Absolute legend. And then same with Andy Ellis. Andy Ellis, obviously, Crusader and All Black. And he's just an all-round good person. He actually helped me a lot, coming through the ranks and giving me skill sessions and helping me out with that. And he's just an epic human, and I just love the style and the way that he played. So those are definitely two. And then probably in the current game, Lauren Sensus from France, who unfortunately done an ACL and retired. I've actually, followed her for a wee while, and she's exceptional. She's a great nine, and I was actually a little bit gutted that I couldn't come up against her in that semi-final with the ACL injury. But it's the same with Pauline Boudon, who's another good competitor, as well. So. So for me, those are the three. I know you said two, and I'll put in three, but but there's so many halfbacks out there because I also love Aaron Smith and TJ Perenara. So
that's fair. Who's
yeah.
who's your 10 then? Who if you're starting, who do you want at 10 with you? Who's controlling the game?
Who's controlling the game? Oh man, it would have to be Dan Carter, eh? He's an absolute freak. And then I had the opportunity to play with Anna Richards as well.
Wow.
She's a legend of the game with the Black Ferns, and she's been, she was awesome for me when I was coming through the ranks and helped me and supported me. And, to have a 10 that just, I don't really know, there's some young ones coming through now, but no one's really had the visibility and the decision making that she, and that vision that she had. So probably those two would be my 10s. Especially like someone like Dan Carter, from a young age, he just had such a cool, calm, collective demeanor about him. And, he's been involved with us a lot this year with the Black Ferns. And the more he's around us, the more I'm like, you're an actual freak.
Yeah.
So
I've never spoke to Dan Carter yet. We'll get there.
Yeah.
But
get there.
He's very important personally because my little boy's called Carter.
Oh, nice.
And
Nice.
yes, it's because of Dan. My best friend actually asked me this. So before we put it on Facebook, but to everyone see it, obviously family and friends get to know it first. So I text my friend at 2:00 in the morning, Carter Anderson is born. And they went, "Do you name your child after Dan Carter?" I was like, "Yes, and if I could have got away with it, his middle name would be Daniel, but it's not."
Yeah. Yeah, and I've got a friend too that named their kid Carter after Dan Carter as well. Because he's an absolute goat. I wonder if anyone will name their kid Kendra after me. We'll see.
Never say never. It will happen. I can't promise
We'll
for me
see.
because I only have one, so I can't change it.
I'll be keeping an eye on you if you have another kid and see if they're gonna name it Kendra.
So if it ever happens and I announce it, Kendra's going to mess me you know what to do. Yes, boss.
Love it.
We're going to go into a different section now. This is getting to know Kendra. This is all about you as a person. This is really nothing to do with rugby, actually. So, cats or dogs?
Dogs.
I'm still waiting on somebody picking cats. It's a weird one.
I think for me, I actually, now I'm retired, I'm really keen on getting a dog because, you can walk them and you can throw them the ball. If you could teach a cat that you could throw the ball, they brought it back or walk it down the street, probably a different story. But I love dogs.
Any specific breed of dog or just all dogs?
You're gonna laugh, but I really want to get a corgi, and I joke about that. Getting a corgi, and everyone's like, "What, you think you're the queen?" But you know what? There's multiple dogs, and I don't really know what I want, but I kind of joked about getting a corgi. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm sure I'll go puppy hunting and maybe adopt one, and who knows what it's going to be like.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're the queen of rugby, so you can get a corgi.
Yeah, we'll see what it's like.
Your favourite school subject?
PE.
I figured it was going to be PE, but there's always one that card. Second favourite.
Okay, I actually really enjoyed biology.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was just obviously learning about even human body and all that kind of stuff as well. So biology I actually really, really enjoyed. And mostly PE. I actually did a bit of woodwork in there at one stage, and I built this table. So when I was younger, I built this table. Believe it or not, it's got an oval shape on the top of it, and it's got a rugby field in it, and it had glass. I had a glass top on it, and I actually put little wee rugby figurines in it and painted a field and made rugby posts and everything.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I think I still got it. It's up at home in the Neckie.
Oh, nice. The best thing I ever did at woodwork was, I think it was meant to be like a table topper, like you put your pens and all that in it.
Oh, yeah.
And I just cut an M for Murray into this bit of wood, stuck 2 bits in it to stick the pens and pencils in, And a man, you know, the wood burner thing. It kind of looks like a pen, but they're ridiculously hot.
Yeah.
I burned the Scottish Rugby logo onto that. That was it. Like,
well, I think I bet you in that. Then I bet you in the woodworking making. I also made a big chest, like a big wooden chest. Yeah.
Just shut off now.
It's still at my mum and dad's. It's actually got all my trophies and stuff in it.
See, you won trophies as well. I didn't.
Oh, sorry, Mary, sorry.
No, I'm joking. It's all good. What is your favourite childhood memory?
Well, it's going to involve rugby, probably, isn't it?
Good. It's a rugby podcast, so that's fine.
I think my favourite childhood memory, and I'm not sure if it's favourite, but it's just the memories of running around in bare feet on ice cold fields in the morning in Taranaki, and then having an orange juice and a saveloy and bread post-game. And then maybe getting a moro if you got player of the day.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Yeah. That's just the first thing that comes to my mind when you said that.
I never understood the whole orange slices thing, because obviously, like, every age grade coach does that. I don't like oranges.
Oh my God, we have oranges today at Black Fern after training. We have our nutritionist cuts up oranges, and we're into it.
What does it actually do? Is it just to fuel? Is it just to give you that vitamin?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And just like it's juicy, so same thing.
Fair. It's just
There's probably some detailed nutrition information that I don't even know, but I just eat them because someone's cut it up for me, and I like oranges when someone else cuts them up for me.
There you go. Happy days. You could do the life hack now that I've seen. You cut it in half and you push it through, and that's it all done. You don't have to try.
I'm gonna have to try that.
You should see how much.
Should have got. I don't have an orange. We should have got you to try it on the podcast. You can show me.
I'll send you it. What's your favourite or go-to post-match drink? We don't mean water or protein shakes. We need like your social drink.
First of all, generally used to be Coke, only because I used to crave it. Coke. But then it's beer. I love having a nice cold beer post game. Like, I'm a wine drinker too, but wine straight after the game, no good. So I'd enjoy a cold beer. Any
specific types of beer, or just beer in general?
Well, I actually do like a Steinlager Pure, and I'm not saying that because it's a sponsor's product, but Steinlager Pure. I also like Asahi, the Japanese beer as well.
Oh, wow.
And then I've just started on the old Spates, the Summer Ultra. It's low carb, and I think it's because I retired, so I've got to keep the carbs down.
I do want to try Steinlager, because obviously watching like New Zealand rugby, it's everywhere in the stadiums, on the pitch, and I'm like, let's try that one. You can't get it over here.
Yeah, make sure if you try it, you get the Steinlager Pure. Don't drink the classics. Yuck.
Okay, I'll remember that.
Steinlager Pure. Yeah, you'll remember that.
That's fine. Who would play you in your biopic? What actress would play you in the story of you?
What actress would play me, or what actress would I like to play me? You know what? I
feel like there's a different answer, so we'll go for both.
No, I love Hunger Games, right? And I love Katniss Everdeen, which is Jennifer Lawrence. And because she's a boss in that movie, I'm like, I'd love her to be me. But she looks nothing like me. Like, she's dark hair, short, skinny. So, and when I said that to someone, they laughed at me. But I was like, well, the question was, who do you want to play? Who would you want to play you in a movie? And I was like, well, that's her, because I just think she's an absolute boss in that movie.
That's fair. Yeah. Is there anyone that? So who would play you then if everyone laughs at it?
Yeah, I don't really know who else. I've been trying to find someone that's short, blonde, like me. But I just want to stick to someone who's a boss.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Well, who do you think? What would you? Who would you think? I'm going to put that question back. Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of actually had a thought of Jennifer Lawrence. I don't know why. It wasn't even the badass thing. I was trying to think, because if you start thinking of like legends, you end up going too old, like Meryl Streep. That's too old. So you need to bring it back a bit. So you need to think of either an actress that's done like one big franchise like Hunger Games, or one that's just like fresh out of the box.
Yeah.
Yeah,
a lot of people used to tell me, like, I'm not sure. Have you seen The Blind Side? The movie with Big Mike. It's a football movie.
Oh yeah, it's got Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, does it? Oh yeah, no, it does. And there's a kid on there. His name's SJ, and a lot of people said that I remind them. He reminds me. Well, he reminds them of me. Because he's obviously Big Mike's adopted into the family. He's got his clipboard and he's telling him what to do and he's bossing him around. He's trying to get him fit, and he also like looks like he could be my younger brother. So I always used to find that was quite funny. So you need to go and have a look at SJ. I wouldn't know what his actor name is, but have a look at the scene on The Blind Side when he's training up Big Mike to get fit.
Fair enough. No, we'll stick with Jennifer Lawrence though, because I can't really. It's a hard question. You don't even think that's a difficult question until you break it down. And interesting.
Yeah.
I'll have a think, and I'll write up a short list.
Okay, that sounds good.
What is your favorite film?
Bridesmaids.
That's such a good choice. I love that.
Oh my god, I love that movie. It's just so funny. It's lighthearted. If we're going kids movies, The Lion King, nothing beats that.
That's classic.
But definitely Bridesmaids. It's just it's so funny. Oh my gosh, I still watch it and just it's coming up and you just crack up laughing.
It's you already know what bit it is. It's the Melissa McCarthy on the airplane scene when she like hoists her leg up. And I'm just like, oh my, like that must have hurt. Like I see the hamstring go there.
Maybe she could be. Maybe I could get her to play me, Melissa McCarthy, just because she's hilarious.
There you go.
Yeah, but that's funny. Actually, and then there's another part in there. Is it the car driving scene? Oh, is that Bridesmaids? No, that's it. When she meets the cop, and she's driving past and she's like doing, in her car trying to get the attention of the cop on the side of the road. And then the other one when she's trying to buy the other chick's trying to buy a wedding dress on, and then they had just been out for lunch and they got food poisoning.
Yes.
It was so funny.
Yeah, my family friend like recreated that scene going across the road in the wedding dresses.
And then shitting in the street.
And shitting in the street, yes. on a TikTok, wow. It's got like over 20 million views.
What?
Yeah, she was like, how is so many people like my video? I'm like, beats me. I do TikTok all the time and I've never had 1 million views.
I think it's probably because it's like one of the most funniest scenes in a movie, right?
Thing is, it's genuinely like her friend, like she's filming her friend going across a street and she just squats in the middle on a road. So it's genuinely like par for par.
Yeah, it is.
It's so bizarre. Favorite song?
Oh, you must know this already if you've done your research, but I love Celine Dion.
Oh.
And anyone that can help me meet Celine, and I would love that. No, I love Celine Dion. There's a few songs. I mean, my heart will go on, but it's kind of a little bit slow, and they're all slow, but they're power ballads, so they're great to sing. and then Because You Loved Me, It's All Coming Back. It's All Coming Back to Me is probably my ultimate favorite. And then you got The Power of Love. So those are my 4 songs that I actually have part of my pre-game playlist.
Nice.
I love It's All Coming Back to Me. Yeah.
Nice. Well, I'll help you meet Celine Dion if you can help me meet Shania Twain.
Oh my God, I love Shania. She's like my next best thing. Also love her. So let's try and make that happen through this podcast.
I mean, I have got tickets to see her next year. So.
Do you? Whereabouts?
Yeah. It's in Glasgow. So the original date was 22nd of September. But me, my fiance, and my parents have went for the 23rd because there was phenomenal demand. But neither date are sold out, and she's just announced a third date due to phenomenal demand. And I'm like, but none of them are sold out. Where's the phenomenal demand coming from? I always got told that phenomenal demand means because it's sold out so quick, but there's so many people wanting to go.
Oh, yeah.
But no, you can still get tickets to all of them.
Oh, random.
I don't care. Shania Twain. You can do what you want.
What's your favourite Shania song?
I'm Gonna Get You.
Oh yeah, no. I like From This Moment. That's a good one.
I like the more popular ones, but it's. I don't know if I should say the reason.
Okay, don't say it if you don't feel like you should say it.
That's all good. I've been caught out saying stupid things. It's all fine. I have she's my celebrity crush as well.
Ah, okay, I see.
And the video I'm Gonna Get You was the first video. I'm like, like, Shania, hello.
Oh, I love it. It's awesome. It's awesome. I love it.
If I ever meet her, she's not getting to know that. So.
Oh no, awesome. I love From This Moment, and that don't impress me much. That's a good song. Yeah,
you can't beat that. I like how was it? Any Man of Mine. That's just.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's just. I blame my mum for this.
It's just her voice. She's actually outstanding.
I blame my mum for me liking Shania Twain.
Yeah, I can't talk too much about Shania though, because then Celine might get jealous.
Celine might get jealous. Well, Celine, come on the show and sort it out. It's all good.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with rugby, but we'll get Celine.
Yeah. I'm still, every time I do an interview, I'm like, Celine, I'm like waiting for her to come out of the woodwork so I can meet her.
Just say her name enough times. It might be like Beetlejuice.
Said it like 1,000 times over the years. She's obviously not a rugby fan.
No, I don't think she would be.
I don't think so.
She's like American Swiss, and there's like two countries that aren't. Well, America more now, but.
Have you ever dropped into Shania Twain's theme?
No. No, I haven't. No, honestly, I haven't. No, I haven't.
Tell your fiance.
I don't know how she'd feel about that. Just by the way, Shania Twain's coming to the house. See you later. Bye.
I would love to message Celine, but that would be a bit too much.
I'd be more worried. It's the same with the whole concept of this show. Is me messaging players and they come back with, "Yeah, sounds good." I'm like, sorry. It freaks me out. I'm like, I don't get paid for this. I wish I did. Yeah. Like yourself, who's won countless World Cups, Nick White, Richard Kahui, Liam Messam, and I'm sitting there like, do you not have anything better to do than chat with me?
It's just, us Kiwis, we just like a yarn. We like chatting rugby, and when you said that, I was like, yeah, I'll have a chat. Yeah, no problem.
I love it. It's just, it's always weird. Especially, it's weirder when you do it through clubs.
Oh yeah.
Because even if you come up with a player to clubs will be like, what about this player? And it's always a youngster that nobody's heard of, and I'm sitting like, yeah, but no.
Did you get a lot of questions through when you asked what questions?
Say that again.
Do you know how you went out on your podcast? Like you went out on your socials to see what questions to ask me?
Yes, that was.
Did you get a lot? Did you get a lot or no?
We got a few. Mum commented.
Mum doesn't count.
And the black jersey, he was a big one. He seen it. And, oh my God, you got Kendra Cocksedge. I'm like, yeah. That's just what I do. I was just trying to play.
He needs to ask me. He needs to just ask me.
I was gonna say you're bound to know.
Yeah, I know who that is. Yeah. Or maybe after this, they might come and might flick a message. Happy to have a yarn.
I did put it out there, and people just like the video and all that. I'm like, no, don't like it. Put a question in. I didn't get this.
You know what, kids these days they just like stuff. They don't know how to type.
There was one. It wasn't for you. There was one we got for a guest, and somebody tried to be a smart arse basically, and it was, ask who they are. No, I know who they are. I'm definitely not asking Kendra Cocksedge that because everyone knows who Kendra is.
Not sure about that.
You don't give yourself enough credit. What is your favourite food cuisine or style of food? I always write that two different ways.
What's my favourite what?
Style of food or food cuisine. Or
Japanese.
Japanese. So like sushi.
Sushi, teppanyaki, yakiniku, all that kind of stuff. Yakitori. When I went to Japan, I was lucky enough to go to the World Cup over there. I was nominated for World Player of the Year in 2019. And oh my God, the food is just divine in Japan. I was so stoked because Japanese is my favourite, and it's just even 20 million times better when you're in the country, obviously.
Fair enough.
Closely followed by Thai.
Never had Thai, I don't think. There's not.
Thai over there.
You don't have much variety over here. It's more like you will have like 1,000 Italian restaurants, Chinese restaurants.
Yeah. Are you in Scotland or are you in England?
Scotland.
Oh yeah. So you just have shortbread. Is it shortbread?
Yes, it is. Shortbread.
Haggis.
I feel like this is controversial. I don't like haggis. I'm not a big fan of it.
I'm just saying that because you're from Scotland.
Yeah, because I'm from Scotland. Yeah, it's all good because Liam Muslim said that same joke as well, so it's fine.
Oh yeah.
It's a Kiwi thing.
But then you got Scottish whiskey though, right?
Yeah, we make good whiskey.
Yeah, I want to go back to Scotland. I went there and did a bit of a tour. I went to Edinburgh. Loved it. I'd go back to Scotland. The people were great too.
If people don't know Scotland well, I say I'm from Edinburgh. I'm not. I'm from about 45 minutes away from Edinburgh. I live right between Edinburgh and St Andrews.
Yeah.
It's 45 minutes either way, so I'm like, you can pick a side. I'll say I'm from either. Doesn't bother me.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it's cool. Do you eat Highland cattle? No, you just farm them.
I suppose Angus beef is probably Highland. No, like Highland cows. No, probably not. No, it's probably just normal.
Yeah, they're really, really cute cows. They're
really
cute.
cute. I knew that was coming. Everyone thinks they're cute.
I reckon this. I think maybe I'm asking you questions that you're running the podcast, not me.
It's not. It's probably the first time guests have more chucked questions at me, so I'm a bit. If that's why I'm a bit ill prepared. That's why it is, because nobody really asks me questions. I kind of just chuck in my answers, and people are like, "Yeah, I don't care." But
you can always cut it out. You can always cut it out after.
No, it's natural. This is what we want. I don't need to cut anything unless it like freezes or glitches. I don't really cut anything.
Okay.
So, to my knowledge, no, we don't eat Highland cattle. We do eat cows, obviously.
Yeah,
but
that's the same.
I think it's just normal cows, to be boring.
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking about it. I was actually genuinely just interested to know. I didn't think you would, but I just thought maybe you might know the answer.
We probably do. Which, suppose when you look at it in the shop and it's a burger, you don't know exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't have the right answer for you.
It's okay. You don't need an answer. It's all good.
The best one that my dad used to tell tourists was, so up north of Scotland, there's these like big pipes at the side of the road with like red sticker. It's for snow. It's so you can still see the road if there's really high snow. My dad said it was feeding tubes for haggis.
Oh, wow.
And it's sad how many people believed them.
Oh, gosh.
I was like, I don't know what's worse, you telling people that or people actually believing that.
I believe in it. Yeah.
Just to clarify, there is not such thing as a haggis.
Okay.
It's not a wild animal that runs about. You'd be surprised how many people think that you could actually go haggis hunting or something. No, you can't.
Oh wow.
It's
Wow.
sheep. It's
Yeah.
It's all the yuck bits chucked together. I could have a thin layer of it. I can't eat a lot of it. It's all right. It's just seasoned meat. I don't see what the big fuss is.
Fair enough.
Favorite song?
We just did that. Celine Dion.
Oh, Celine Dion. Oh, I wrote it down and
Yeah.
I got confused with the haggis. That's fine. Just double check. I was just testing you there.
Sorry, that's because I took you off track.
I was just testing you to see if you would stick by your guns there.
Might have changed it to Shania, I reckon.
I know, that's what. There we go. I already knew we said it. I was just catching you up with it. No. What's your biggest pet peeve?
My biggest one is when I'm in the kitchen cooking and someone wants to be in the kitchen at the same time.
Okay. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Like it's mostly my dad, to be honest. Like he's all of a sudden when I'm at home over Christmas, dishwasher needs unstacking, could have been done all day, and then or whenever. But then when I start going and cooking dinner, Dad decides that he wants to unstack the dishwasher, and I'm trying to cook them dinner, and he's in the bloody way. So that's probably my little pet peeve. And then dishwasher's on. People put dishes either in the sink or on top of the dishwasher until it's
I knew you'd say that.
and
Like
clean.
putting it next to the dishwasher. Yeah.
Or putting dishes just in the sink and then hoping that, I don't know, the mysterious tooth fairy dishwasher, the dishwasher fairy will come in, or the wall cleaner is going to come and clean them.
You're not going to like me because that's what I do. I just.
Oh no, your poor fiance.
Or what's the other one? It's along the same lines. Put the washing, like the dirty clothes, next to the wash machine.
No. That's another one. No way. I'm OCD with washing, so I hate dirty washing. So I'm just, as soon as it gets half full, I'm washing it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You have to, if you want me to do something, you have to be very precise with the instructions.
Well, I hope that your fiance writes a note saying, do not put these on the ground next to the dirty pile. Put them in the washing machine. Put some detergent in and close the door and push start.
The only reason I say that is because my mum will tell everyone the story, so I may as well beat her to the punch. She had like a vase of flowers and asked, could you put the flowers out? I was like, yeah. I took the flowers out and left a vase full of dirty flowers. And she came home and she went, what's that? I was like, oh, you told me to take the flowers out. And she went, yeah, take the water with you. I was like, that's not what you said.
Oh, it's the water too that gets so smelly. It gets so smelly.
I thought she was going to kill me. Or,
yeah.
Could you wash your plates? So I washed the plates and left the cutlery.
Oh my God. Oh, that's gold.
Be accurate, or I do it now more to play on it, but genuinely growing up I used to be like, well, you only told me to wash my plates. I washed the plates. If you said do the dishes, that would just imply everything.
So what I'm just to say is do the laundry. Or does you have to say do the t-shirts, do your undies, do the shorts?
Yeah. Like, oh, go and wash the jeans. Just a pair of jeans in the wash machine. It drives everyone nuts, but I get a kick out of it now. So
yeah, fair enough.
Or I'm trying to think of other ones that I do. People ask me if I could do them a favor. I instantly say depends what it is, and it riles up everyone. I'm like, I'm not pre-agreeing to something, and then you go like, oh, can you like go and like walk my dog and take my gran to the airport? No, I don't want to do that. So it depends.
I think I think a lot of people probably answer that question with that though, to be honest.
Not my group of people anyway. It's always I just go, can you do me a favor? And I go, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, kill a man for me then. That's the favor. just test their loyalty.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I always question things or do stuff almost underhanded tactic, the whole wash the plates, not the cutlery.
Yeah.
I do it also to keep people on their toes, see if they're actually paying attention.
I love how you put it back on.
I'm not in the wrong. They're in the wrong. I don't know. just make up as I go on. Who is the most famous contact in your phone?
Dan Carter?
Prove it. I don't know. It's probably too late at night. It's too late at night though.
I am going to prove it. I'm bringing it up right now.
The only reason I've asked that, I've seen a video on it, and it's like a university team, and it's like, who's the most famous you've got? There is Dan Carter.
Dan Carter.
Yeah, that's fair.
And actually, Dallas Seymour, very good All Black Sevens player.
Oh, you're just showing off now. Again. What is your dream vacation or holiday, I say?
Anywhere by a beach with cocktails, to be honest. And I really want to go. I haven't been to the Greek islands and Croatia, so I want to head those ways. A lot of beachy, nice sand, nice water.
Nice. I could vouch for Greece because I've been to Greece once or twice. Very nice.
Yeah, nice.
What's the cocktail in your hand then? What would you have?
You know what? I just like there's no real one cocktail that I like. I just like I like fruity ones that don't have tequila, if that helps.
Okay.
I had a bad experience when I was 18 with tequila, and I haven't been able to drink it since.
Don't know if I want to know. Maybe
it's just literally just I can smell it and everything, and I just won't drink it because it just no good.
That's fair. That's fair enough.
Yeah.
You got any hobbies away from rugby?
I enjoy going mountain biking.
Nice.
And I've kind of stopped that the last few years just because I've been contracted player and in a high injury rate. But at Sonic, I just got my bike serviced, so going mountain biking, just there's heaps of tracks here in Christchurch that you can go to, and there's flat ones or you can do downhill. But I just enjoy getting out on the bike.
Nice. Is that true though, that you're not as a contracted player, you can't do like X, Y, and Z?
Oh, you can. There are certain things you can't do, but that's not necessarily stated as one. I just chose not to because
just in
I can
case.
get a little bit overconfident at times, and I've crashed a couple of times on my bike in the past, and leading into a World Cup, probably not the greatest thing to be doing.
I think the worst thing I did on my bike, I still don't know how I did it. My foot slipped off the pedal, and like the bits in the wheel.
Yeah.
My foot got stuck in that, and it started like.
What were you doing?
It happened that quick. I was pedaling, and my foot slipped off the pedal, and the way it's like it bounced.
Slipped like into
the wheel, yeah. So I had to immediately slam on the brakes, or I would have shattered my leg. But nothing happened.
Oh.
More just twisted my ankle. So I just kind of had to walk with the bike next to me, all sad.
Wow.
And pathetic a little bit.
You did a good job of that then.
Yeah, I've been very lucky with not getting injured on bike quads or something. The worst one was in Turkey on a quad. Sorry, we all went quad biking like a boys' day out.
Yeah.
And the health and safety isn't a thing in rural countries, as you probably know. But I got given a quad. Now everyone's quad was immaculate. Tires were straight. My tire was like that on the front, and I went, "I'm not being funny. That's not safe." And they're like, "No, it's fine. You'll be all good." I was like, "I won't be, but okay. You've obviously done it 1,000 times."
Yeah.
So we get like halfway around, like you're just kind of following the leader, and then there's a bit where you're allowed to open it up down this like dirt track, and I went to turn, and obviously because the wheel was like that, it like just came in on itself. So I had to jump off the quad before the quad flipped.
Oh wow! All
And
right, dangerous.
the guy came back and he's like, "Oh, are you okay?" I was like, "I did tell you this wasn't safe."
Yeah, at least you said that it wasn't fun.
And he's like, "Yeah, but are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine because I've jumped off and there was a ditch, so I was lucky." And my dad's friend was like, "Oh my god, are you all right?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." He's like, "Good," because that was hilarious. So I was like, "Thanks."
Thanks for your support.
Just because it's coming up to this last special time of the year, what would you like for Christmas?
To be honest, like that sounds a bit cliche, but just for me to be with my family. I'm not really huge. Like I love buying kids presents, and I love buying presents, but I always get told that I'm really difficult to buy for. And because like I'm one of those people that if I need it, I'll save money, I'll go get it.
Nice.
So my sisters always tell me that, and friends tell me I'm hard to buy for, but just being, you know, with all my family and catching up with my friends up in Taranaki would be, you know, would be what I'd love for Christmas.
I love that. That's good.
Yeah.
Final question for you today, Kendra.
Yeah.
One thing you'd like to be remembered for?
You told me there was going to be no hard questions. I
Okay,
think,
that might be the hardest question, though, but it's your last one, though, so you're fine.
yeah, no, it's a good one. I think I just want to be remembered for inspiring the next generation, right? Like,
I love that. That's so good.
I just want to be known for, you know, that person that put women's rugby on the map. You know, that young girls aspire and young boys aspire to be, you know, there's young boys at the moment now that are saying they want to be Black Ferns, and I think that's really awesome. But just, yeah, I just probably want to be known that, you know, for inspiring the nation, inspiring the next generation, and empowering women.
Yeah, well, you're definitely on the right course because, I mean, just look at the legacy you've just left behind. So
Thanks, all right, thank you.
there's no reason why. I'm not going to lie, I'm still not sunk in that I'm actually sitting talking to you.
No, I'm like something I love talking, and I love chatting rugby, and I was on a Zoom this morning with a sponsor doing a Q&A to, you know, a few people around the world, and I love doing it, like as much as I can share, and share about leadership, share about culture. Then I just hope there might be one person that might take a little gold nugget out of something, and that all comes back to me around my purpose and around what I, you know, I guess not just what I wanted on the black jersey, but out of it as well, around inspiring the generation and, you know, and next generation and just anyone. You know, there's, you know, this morning's one was, you know, women in leadership, and I, you know, that's really cool for me. Is that I just want to empower women to be brave and to, you know, if a role comes up, to apply for it, be confident, because we need to be. Yeah, so that's the reason why I'm probably having a chat to you, is that there might be someone out there that, you know, might just be not sure if they want to play rugby or not, and, you know, they've now picked up a ball, or there's someone that is not sure what they want to do or whatnot, and hopefully I can inspire them.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And it's going to sound really daft. Everything about like the first bit of the interview about your career and your, like your playing style and all that, and who you'd like to have played with, etc. I probably won't remember that as much. I will probably remember the more personal thing, like me and you talking about Celine Dion and Shania Twain. That's something. I end up doing it with every guest. There's something that has nothing to do with like anyone listening. Like it'll be like, don't care.
Yeah,
but
and that's like the same with the media picked up when I talked about Celine. That was like the caption. It was like Black Fern star listens to Celine Dion or something.
Yeah,
when I first put it out there.
I don't think you can ever clickbait anything we say in this interview. There's never been anything
Nah, there isn't.
No, nothing controversial, nothing at all. But
Nah.
the book is closed, Kendra. You've absolutely crushed it, and I cannot thank you enough for agreeing to come on.
Oh, nah, no problem at all. It was good chatting. Yeah, probably time to go past my bedtime actually. So I better.
It's morning here,
get to
so
bed.
I've got the day ahead of me. Lucky me.
Awesome.
But this has been an absolute blast, and this has been the final whistle with Kendra Cocksedge, and we will see you next time.